Hey guys, how are you doing? Hopefully my background kicks in. There it goes. So anyways, hi. Welcome in everybody. Happy Friendship Day, because fuck every other day this is supposed to be. You guys hear me okay? I messed with my stream a little bit, so I'm going to make sure everything sounds good. Everything's good. We have some new alerts that are in place for donations. If you guys go through donations, just so you guys know before I start, today is all about the animals, because honestly, that's one of my favorite loves, personally. Thanks, Torby. Is obviously animals. Like, if you've ever met me, if you know anything about me, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to prefer an animal to an actual person. So I thought, why not? Let's actually do something good for them today. So, everything today is going to be donated, if there is donations, hopefully, to the Greater Plains ASPCA. Basically, they're a no-kill shelter here in Kansas City that does amazing work. Yeah, and you can go ahead and do !charity. That'll give you the information. My goal today is to try to hit $250, which hopefully is doable. I may just do it myself if we don't quite make it there. $250 means that actually can put a name on the board for a year that is at the Greater Plains office, and I'd like to be able to do that. It's something I've done before, and I'd like to be able to do again. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get to that 250 mark. Like I said, there's a donation bar down at the bottom. You guys should be able to see. Oh, you love it. I'm just putting it out there. I've got a few challenge items. One of the biggest ones, I gotta remember what it is. I just set these up today, so I'm trying to remember. I believe the cinnamon challenge is one of them, which will make me hate myself, but that's okay. I also have a few game giveaways. As far as those go, I was going to put one game, and then I was like, well, if somebody has this one, I want to go ahead and give another one. So you'll have your choice if you do win the gaming giveaway between Overcooked and Cooking Simulator. Which one of those you would want? Because I feel like that has to, fit the theme, right? So we're going to go with that. So what are we making? Why would you make yourself do cinnamon? Because I want to make money for the animals. And I can't do the spicy stuff, like I can't do ghost peppers and stuff very easily, so screw it, I'll do the thing I can do, which is a tablespoon of cinnamon, which is horrifying, but that's okay. I do know that I put at one of the highest tiers, if you guys actually do get this right, I will order a shitty chef's costume from Amazon, I will dress up in it, and I will go play Overcooked with people on stream. And if you get high enough, I will get drunk, dress up in a shitty chef's costume, and play Overcooked with people on stream. So that is what our challenge levels are looking like, if we can actually get to those. If we go above that, maybe we can talk about something else. I don't know. But yeah, so that's where I was going. Maybe I have to do, I don't know, 5 minutes of Swedish Chef every time that we finish a level or something to announce exactly what happened on the level. We'll figure out some stupid shit. However, so what are we making today? If you do ! Recipes, you can see the recipes. So I decided that since this is the day of love, or what the fuck ever, we were going to go ahead and do the worst items that you could possibly get on a date. So, sorry, that is showing up in the camera, and I don't like that. Anyways, so I looked it up, and I was like, what is the worst? What is the worst? And if you look on every fucking website, every single one of them says it's spaghetti. Should always be spaghetti, right? You do see celery. That's how much I like you guys. I have a recipe with celery. It's okay. It's okay. So anyways, what we're going to make is spaghetti and meatballs, because that is the number one top one. They say not to order because it's messy, because garlic, because onions, because all this stuff, right? So fuck it, right? Because fuck dates. That's what we're going to do. So I went ahead and picked up Alton Brown's recipe. This is what I've wanted to try. And it has a weird thing to it. You may notice I have an entire thing of eggs right here. Hi, that's a carton. He cooks them in an egg carton. Not on a pan, not anything else. He cooks them in an egg carton. So we're going to try that out and see if I can set my kitchen on fire. Hey! Good news. I have a fire extinguisher back there, so we're good. But we're gonna try it. I've never done it before, but he says using a cardboard egg carton, you can actually make meatballs in it, and it helps them stay crispy. So we'll try that. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do some pantry sauce, which is another one of his recipes. Alton Brown being my hero. And then the last one is we're going to do garlic bread, because once again, garlic is a horrible thing to have on a date, right? So since we're saying fuck this holiday, let's go ahead and start up. First things first, we gotta get some veggies prepped, right? So let me get my cutting board. Lies and slander. You know, I personally don't have a problem with it, but I know there's people like, ew, garlic bread. I mean, if you both have it, what's the problem, right? Okay, we're gonna wash my hands. But again, thank you guys for coming in. I hope you've had a good weekend. I don't know about you guys. Maybe you can see this from there. Yeah, that's entirely white. It is snowing, and hey Google, what's it like outside? Oh, well that's not what I wanted. Hey Google, what's the temperature outside? 1 degree. Yeah, it's a little bit cold. Yeah, it is blinding, which is why we'll just close that. But there's a lot of snow outside. Yeah, I'm pale enough. We don't need extra. So anyways, let's get our veggies started here. So as you can see, it kills me to have this in my kitchen. But my husband will eat it, so we'll deal. It's my oven. So we're going to go ahead and get our veggies prepped. So the only thing that really needs veggies is actually our tomato sauce. So let's switch over to our cutting board here. Oh, I hate Bixby. P.S. Whoever came up with the Android phone, for the love of God, could you get rid of this Bixby crap? Because I hate Bixby. There's a button on the side of my phone, and occasionally my tripod will hit it. -5 here. Fuck that. Fuck that. Okay. So, all we need is 1 carrot, it says, but I actually have pretty carrots. I don't know if you guys can see in there. I actually got like the nice carrots, which I'm going to cut the top off of and try to grow so that I can kill another plant. Because, I said this on Twitter this week, I am a serial plant murderer. And, just for proof's sake, Carrie, I'm real good with animals. I kill every plant I come across. And I don't mean to, I promise. So let's get out our veggie knife. I'm gonna just cut those ends off. What are you guys going on about? You can disable it, yeah. I know I can disable it. I keep forgetting to, because I don't press that button until I put it in the tripod, and then it's like, hi, Bixby's here. I'm like, go the fuck away. Nobody wants you. Fucking celery. Technically it says 1, but we're gonna go a little bit over because this is just celery hearts. Let's go ahead and get this rinsed. The dirt off of these. Hey, Small, how are you doing? You'll remind me to turn it off later. Okay. Thank you, Torby. Way to look out. Go ahead and get our vegetable peeler and get these peels off of these carrots. Yeah, that was good fun, wasn't it? Well, I don't know if Rue had fun. I think Rue had fun. I think Rue secretly likes it when we give him that much shit. By the way, if he peeks his head in here, tell him happy birthday. I don't care that his birthday was a couple days ago. He has a birthday weekend. Because Rue's awesome. Oh, hey, Wolfen. I love the knife. Thank you. Yeah, that is my pretty. If you look below, you can actually see it on Amazon. I bought it recently. That is my gorgeous. I take my cooking seriously or some shit, I guess. Yeah, if you guys weren't there yesterday in Rue's stream, he played RimWorld. He has an add-on that he can, you can buy stuff and basically play as a survivor. Or settler? I don't know, what are they called? Pawn, I think is what they call it in the mod. But anyways, you can play as one. And he may or may not have gotten overrun by Yorkshire Terriers at one point. Which was pretty great if you ask me. Pie 20. This is known that he likes it. That's accurate. But how are you doing, Small? Hopefully not overrun by small game dogs, you know. Okay, so how does it want us to cut uniform sizes? Alright, well. So we're just going to chunk it, because this is going to sit in the sauce for a while and simmer. So we just want it to be roughly the same, I think. It doesn't say anything about, like, diced or anything like that, so I think we're good there. Three-day weekend because of snow? Hell yeah, I have a 3-day weekend because I work at a bank in President's Day. So that's awesome. He tried to be fair. God, even the sound of celery makes me, alright. Sorry guys, I have a hatred of celery. The only time I like it is when it's cooked, which it will be cooked in this. I'm not doing raw. Oh god, that's what I could have put as a fucking thing. Pay so much and I'll eat a piece of celery. Only a 2 days. Hi Rue, happy birthday! Guys, happy birthday. Say happy birthday. Alright, and then I gotta cut the onion as well. So let's get the carrot and celery. They're roughly about the same size on each one. I just have a white onion here. Yes, always happy birthday to Rue. Yeah, Rue's stream was great. I have a feeling Rue was lurking when I was saying those things, though. If I know Rue. No, it's still your birthday. Look, time is irrelevant, okay? So happy birthday still. Celery with peanut butter and dried cranberry. See, okay, alright. We're going to start this talk about celery. You know what? I had to mess with it, so we're going to start it. The only reason that you say you like celery is because you like what you put on it. Okay? It's like 1% of people that are like, I like celery, that are actually like, you know what? No, I don't put anything on it. I just eat celery straight. Nobody fucking does that. You like the peanut butter and the cranberries, and the celery is just a fucking vessel. That's like when you go on vacation being like, you know what I really liked? That rental car. That was the best part of the vacation. I mean, your vacation sucked. Okay? That means your topping sucked if you decided you liked the celery best. You like the smell of it? Yeah, you are weird. You're real weird. Look, if you like celery, it's fine. People are allowed to be wrong, okay? I will put it in mirepoix all day. If you guys don't know what mirepoix is, it's basically like, well, depending. There's a holy trinity that they put in Cajun food, which involves celery. And then there's the French mirepoix, which involves celery as well. It's basically celery, onions, and garlic, or carrots, depending. So, as you see here, celery, onions, carrots. It's mirepoix. It's the basis of a lot of things because it does make a good base flavor, and I cannot deny that celery does that. However, nobody eats celery straight. Nobody. Good Eats is amazing. Yes, it is. One of the few things you can actually smell. Is there something, like, do you have something wrong? I can't remember what it's called, but there's like you can't smell. Basically like deafness for your nose. I can't remember what it's called right now. I want to say adenosium or something, but that sounds wrong. I'm just barely separating the onions out here a little bit. Take the butt of the onion off. Fun fact, by the way, you can use onion to disinfect things. Alright, so anyways, this is just our mixture. That will go into the sauce later. I'm going to go ahead and clean my knife because it is my knife and I love my knife. There are many knives. There's only one like this one. Yeah, if you have good knives, people clean them immediately. Not that there was anything acidic here. If there's something acidic especially, but I clean and dry my knives as soon as possible. Slam back onto the metallic board. Alright. And then, another thing. Like now my hands smell like onions. If you guys didn't know this, this is another trick you can do. Take a little bit of salt. Rub it across your hands while your hands are dry. Wash your hands. There you go. No longer smells like onion. You can also do that with garlic. Carbon steel, it is. You have a lousy sense of smell. Yeah, celery is good for a vegetable stock. Once again, the flavor is not horrible. My biggest problem is the texture. The texture of celery is horrid. Alright. So, if you were to look at the recipe, you'd see in a medium non-reactive, this is larger than medium, it's fine. Strain the tomatoes of their juice into the sauce pot. Alright. So do I keep the tomatoes to the side? Yes. Alright. So if you guys have not seen this, this is my automatic, it'll show it off. This is my automatic can opener because I am lazy. I cannot stand the flavor texture combo of any onion. I get that, actually. Onions are kind of the same way. They have like a fibery texture to them, and I don't know. You can't explain it to somebody who's not like sensitive to it, because I hate celery because it's stringy. You know what, tell you what, you guys get to $50, I'll eat a piece of celery. I regret saying that. And I'll eat it plain. No peanut butter, no nothing. That's how much I like animals. That is how much I like animals. First $50. I'll get you guys there. Alright. So there's our tomatoes. So this says whole peeled, and I think these are not whole. I think these are diced, if I remember. No, they're whole. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just set the tomatoes, once strained, to another bowl. But yeah, you guys get to $50 of the donations. I will eat a piece of celery, and you will see my hatred. But yeah, no, I totally get the texture thing. I know a lot of people who don't care, but then again, that's the reason I don't like celery. Is like plain celery tastes like butt and has a horrible texture. So I'm just straining the tomato sauce off of these tomatoes. For note, if you're going to make a tomato sauce, these are San Marzano tomatoes, and they tend to be a little bit sweeter. Because you do want a little bit of sweet, you know, with your tomatoes. Turn the music down just a tiny bit. Anyways, yeah, you want a little bit of sweet with your tomatoes to cut the acid. These look so weird. So yeah, we're just straining that out. And then I'm going to put a tiny bit of water in just to get the last of the tomato sauce that's in here. Really? You're rude. Also, I hope you guys enjoy that fucking dono. I've held on to that thing for quite a while. That is my Mr. Bubsy. Every time you donate $25, you'll get to see Mr. Bub's lovely face pop up. Oh, you're rude. You are so mean. Alright. For the animals. The fucking okay, do you want me to eat a whole stock? Is that what I have to do with a whole stock? I feel like that's probably fair. As much as I'm gonna hate that. But I will do it. I got like 6 stocks left here. It leads to squiffy tub, huh? Give me just a moment then. I want to make sure that that's going to work correctly. Okay. I went and checked. It does go to the right place. Don't worry, Tori. It's just I didn't change the name on the donation page. So I can do that later. But for now, we're good. I did see it come through. Are my knives single bevel? I have single and double bevel. So if you see there, it's a single, or that is a double, and then a single. So I have both, depending on what I'm doing. Okay, let me get this onto the stove and then I will eat my celery and hate myself. Okay. So, we got this going. Let me get a 1/4 cup measure. My husband's gonna laugh at me from the other end. Oh, you mean the donate and the about me? Let me take that off then. There you go. Thanks, Torby. That should be fixed if people refresh the page. Alright. You can tell how often I expect donations. But there you go. You are fixed. Thank you for letting me know. Alright, so we need a 1/4 cup sherry vinegar. I don't have sherry vinegar, and honestly, it's hard to find, and I don't use it that often, so we're going to go with the red wine. So this is a 1/4 cup red wine. Okay. Sherry vinegar. Okay, sugar. Disclaimer, I don't use actual sugar. I do indeed use fake sugar. It's a monk fruit stevia combination here. Okay. So it's a 1/4 cup sugar. Alright, teaspoon of red pepper flakes. But yeah, that should be fixed now. If you don't mind clicking on it, Torby, just to let me know. That'd be great. Okay. There's our red pepper flakes. Oregano. P.S. This is my oregano. I need to break it down into smaller. But for now, this is what I have. Because I used to do large quantity barbecue sauce and rub. There's a teaspoon there. And oregano was one of our main items for it. So, oregano. It's done. Okay, and then basil. Did you donate? Torby White, you're gonna make me eat like an entire fucking thing of celery at this point. But thank you. You're rude. But thank you. $100. That gets us to our giveaway. So it looks like I will be eating celery as well as doing a game giveaway here shortly. Thank you. Okay, we're going to get this over to our oven. It's got to get heating up. Okay, here is our tomatoes and stuff. All right, let me, I said I'd do it. All right, here's my 2 stalks of celery. I'm gonna go wash them. God, I hate celery. Can I wash the flavor away? Yeah, I know. I'm sure he's fucking laughing. Hi, brothers. I can hear him for the other fucking room laughing at me. Alright. Okay. It's like, should I laugh louder from the other room? Alright. I'm gonna eat both of these and hate myself. I love animals. I love animals. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, you're back in time. Okay. The texture gets caught in your teeth. Why do you people like this? I'm sure you're laughing and you're dickheads. You guys have known. So, Ogre and Wolfie have known me for... have known me for like... I don't know. Fucking... 20 years, and they know how much I fucking hate celery. Why didn't I just say take a shot? Should have said take a shot. That would have been okay. Did you see this fucking string? Why? Why? I said I'd do it plain. I'm doing it plain. It's small. Oh, this is disgusting. Alright. Well, I'm doing this shit. The meat. Yeah. Yeah, small. You keep saying squiff. This shit is nasty. I'm not even taking a drink of my coffee between. I just need to finish this. Yes, Weemans. Yes, think, are we gonna do this? That's fine. I'm not putting anything on it. Ding ding, 21 is a number, Weemans. Congratulations. God, this shit's disgusting. How do you people eat this? Oh, you're just following the bandwagon here? Okay. I said I'd do this plain. How do people do this? $50 donation gets me to eat celery because this shit is shit. No, I get it. Everybody eats it with... Are you kidding me? For the animals. Hang small. Good looking out. Alright. Do I need to do it right now, or can I continue cooking? I'm taking a drink, though, between. I don't give a shit. God. Fuck celery. Yeah, you're having it with your wings, you're having it with peanut butter, you're having it with something. Like, it's not plain. God, it's so fucking nasty. This shit. Now, please. Okay. Okay. Alright. So I'm not ripping you out because this is the next stock, but so I'm not ripping you off. I will go ahead and grab one. The loose stock. Oh, God. Now here's the funny thing. You guys don't know. Since I had my surgery, I can't eat that much, which means at some point I'm gonna be full of celery if you keep this shit up. And I won't even be able to, like, eat this food after I'm done. Look at this shit. See this shit? Ugh. And yes, it's a bat cat. This is my bat cat. It's for the animal. Oh, God, it's fucking... Why? Why? Look, food should not have strings. Fabric has strings. It's celery. It digests quick. Ugh. I should not have mentioned this. I make mistakes. I don't think things through. Why is it so cold? I don't fucking know. Have you looked outside? Are you back from Florida? Because goddamn, it's cold. I'm eating my celery. I'm eating my horrible, disgusting fucking celery. Ugh. Dear animals, I love you. There's a lot of fiber. Thank you. Why? Disgusting. Okay, we gotta reduce this to a simmer. Alright, it's simmering now. Who says it sounds like good stuff? It's new! I just bought it! Fiber meme jewel poop. Thank you, smallpox. Okay. Like, I know you guys think I'm being dramatic, but this is not. This is literally how I feel about this fucking vegetable. Well, good news is I'm only $100 away from my name on a board. Yay. Oh, I could eat a raw onion. You're gonna have to... Ugh, okay. Back to cooking, right? Back to cooking. Ugh. Fuck, that's disgusting. Okay, actually, we're gonna let this come up to temp a little bit. In the meantime, I get to squeeze tomatoes, apparently. Another Friday, chat, right? Fuck. Okay, so we're supposed to squeeze this and try to get as many of the seeds out as possible. How the fuck are you gonna get the seeds out, Alton? Anyone else confused by this? What's the mix? The mix of meats. So, here, I'll show that off real quick. So this is ground round, so beef. This is lamb. And then ground pork. So it's 3 different meats. Like I said, if you do exclamation point recipe, I don't know how I'm supposed to get seeds out of this. Exclamation point recipe, you will see the recipe from Alton Brown. I think this is what he meant, is just push through the sieve. Beef, turkey, sweet sausage. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I am not the hugest, fan of lamb, so we're gonna try this. Another thing that has in it that I'm not a huge fan of is spinach. But we're gonna try it. Alton is my favorite. You love lamb. Come out here. I'll make them without the pork for you then. Real. Happy birthday, by the way. I'm gonna keep doing this the whole time. Look, people are giving me shit, and I have to eat celery, so there's got to be some kind of upside to this, right? That's a lovely noise. I don't know if you guys heard that. Creating and adopt a vegan diet plan for every meal. Hi, Carrie. You missed it. I just ate 3 stalks of celery for the animals. You know how much that pains me. But I did it. Blah. Still in my fucking mouth. But hi, wifey. I'm not entirely sure. I guess this is what he means, though, is to try to get the seeds out, because Otherwise, there's not really a way. However, we're going to dump out the excess here. I guess if I had a food mill. You're proud of me. Thank you. I'm so glad you're proud of me. $50 to get me to eat celery. Yeah, I made it expensive. Fuck celery. Once again, guys, we're already at the $100 mark, crazily enough. 45 minutes in. So I will be doing a game giveaway here in a little bit. Once I've got some more of this stuff prepped and ready for cooking. Yeah, we're already at $150, which is crazy. I believe $250 is where I put me having to do this cinnamon challenge. If you guys have never heard of that, you can look up some YouTube videos on it. Basically, it's that you have to eat a tablespoon of cinnamon and try to keep it in your mouth. This is beautiful work here. I don't know if you guys can see me just squishing tomatoes through a sieve. But yeah, I will be throwing in on this donation as well. Kind of depends on where we're at. I'm probably just going to round us off. So, good luck with that. It's not possible. I know it's not possible. It's probably going to be me spitting cinnamon all over my kitchen. I'll try to do it not near the food. But I know it's not possible. Apparently my husband is against me doing the cinnamon challenge. Would you prefer I do the saltine challenge instead of the cinnamon challenge? Okay, apparently I'm switching from the cinnamon to the saltine challenge. He's worried about my luck. I'm not. That's okay. The saltine challenge will just have me spitting crackers everywhere. Suffering is what gets people to donate. I know, right? Still taste celery. Still taste celery. Suffering, yes. Choking to death, not so much. Alright. I will switch it to the saltine challenge, which will not do anything that bad. With the use of people eating ghost pork. I would, but I used to have ulcers. And so spicy things and me don't necessarily get along that well. This is some lovely noises. Anyway. Usually you have to pay in certain streams because of that noise. I'm trying to get rid of most of the seeds. I still want some of the tomato chunks, if you will, so there's probably going to be some seeds still left in here. Or just donate and make Squiffy eat more celery. Yep. That will happen as well. But please, God, not too much celery. Alright. That's all of our tomatoes crushed up. Got rid of the majority of the seeds there. Set aside. Alright. Yeah, please give me a break at least from the celery for a moment. Okay, we're gonna check, now that we've played with tomatoes with our hands, let's go check our sauce. It's just a light simmer. Some light on that. Man, I should have, like, I doubt he'd look, but I should have messaged Alton Brown, or I should have, like, tagged Alton Brown. That is never a reasonable break. Okay. we're going to go ahead and sweat out mirepoix here. I didn't even notice, and the recipe actually calls it a mirepoix. So, tell you what, let's switch our camera angle here. If I can get my tripod to cooperate. So we're going to sweat out our mirepoix here. Which means adding some salt to it, which will pull the moisture out, which allows caramelization, which makes these sweet flavors. A little bit of olive oil with that. Toss it. Then I'm going to throw some garlic in there. And I'm being lazy. Because look, I go through way too much garlic to cut it all the time. And to be honest, I never noticed a difference with using this stuff. So there's a couple garlic cloves, so there we go. The only time I feel like you should use like full-on garlic or be worried about it is if you actually need the cloves like roasted or anything like that. But if it's diced up and going into something that's basically going to be down, I've never noticed a difference. Alton Brown has been messaged via Twitter. I'm sure he'll pay attention. Wouldn't it be easier? Probably, but I'm trying to control the consistency. And I want to make sure that I get as many of the seeds as possible. Blender would probably beat up the seeds, and seeds are bitter. So you want to take them out. Oh, why can I still taste that? Fuck's sake. Alright, so that's cooking. So now we're going to get started on our meatballs while the mirepoix is going. So let me get everything measured out, and then we will switch the camera over once I get things measured out. But for now, enjoy the mirepoix cooking down. And that's going to go until it's translucent, which will probably take 15-20 minutes. Fancy supermarket chain sells pre-packaged roasted garlic cloves. Actually, a lot of places around here do too. They have a charcuterie area, and because of that, they tend to have things like that, like olives and shit, and roasted garlic that you can buy. Whole Foods does it too. That's one thing I'd prefer to roast myself, because honestly, right out of the oven, it's the best. So, I say personally, if you're gonna go for it, then you should just roast your own. So, for note, the recipe calls for half on each of these. Half a pound of pork, half a pound of lamb, half a pound of beef. I couldn't find half-pound increments, so I'm gonna just kind of wing it here. Go with what seems like equal portions of each. I could measure, or I could weigh, but to be honest, it's a meatball. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect. Double batch. I might end up doing a double batch, but what I figure is I'm gonna try it first with the spinach in it here on stream, and if I don't like the spinach, I'm not big on cooked spinach most of the time. That way I can make it without it. And not waste an entire double batch of meatballs. You know, I could make a meatloaf, actually. That is a good point. But what we've got right there is 3 types of meat. You know, what's funny is I gave you guys the option to potentially do a vegetarian stream, and you guys picked worst date instead. Feels like the opposite, considering I have 3 animals in a bowl right now. Okay. So, that's our meats all in the bowl. get a little more heat on that. Play and disperse weapon. Nice. Take care, Magic. Hope you sleep well. Hope everything goes well. I know you have problems sleeping. Feel free to come back if you can't. The fuck, Small. Have you never been around Small? Like, this is the kind of things he posts. Alright, anyways, so now we gotta put spinach in here. Like I said, I'm not big on spinach. Not cooked spinach, at least. I like raw spinach well enough. But this is frozen spinach. And I have to drain it in a cheesecloth. Let me find my cheesecloths. If I can. Let's look around and see where they are, chat. There they are. So if you guys have never seen this, this is a cheesecloth. Basically, it's a thin muslin cloth that you can put food through and strain it and such. And that's what I need to do with this spinach because it's waterlogged, because it is frozen. Got a toss. So let me cut off some of my cheesecloth here. But yeah, it's just a cloth. Sometimes you get it in bags, sometimes you just get it like as this fabric, as you see here. But yeah, it's really good for, like I said, draining things. Now I'm gonna double it over because I want to try to keep as much of the spinach as possible. Got a nice sizzle going over there. And for this spinach, I needed about half the package. Not the whole package, so. Yeah, and if you guys want to see, like, you see, it's pretty waterlogged. Like, that's how frozen spinach comes, if you've never dealt with it. So let me get half of the spinach in here. Hopefully you guys are somewhat behaving yourself while I have my back turned. And then, yeah. So you guys can see. It's very waterlogged. All right. What, no on the behaving yourself? That's fine. I wouldn't either. Don't listen to me. I'm just gonna rinse my hands off real quick with spinach juice. Alright, so that's our spinach, and then I need to throw an egg in there. Once again, like I said earlier, we're going to be cooking at least some of the meatballs in an egg carton, which is something I have never done in my life. Egg, basil, parsley, garlic powder, salt. So basil, parsley, garlic powder, truffle shuffle. You want me to truffle shuffle? It's gonna cost you a whole lot more than $50, thank you. A whole lot more. Might be willing to do it. Although, to be honest, all you'd see is a whole bunch of the fact that I have extra goddamn skin from losing weight. But if that's what you want, shit, whatever. Alright, so I'm putting 1.5 teaspoons. Parsley in there. Homemade parsley, yay. 50 at least to get rid of celery. Put it in your brain, you doing it. I've seen it before. Can't scare me with your horror tactics. Really sounded like I said horror tactics. Maybe I did. Alright, that's a teaspoon of garlic powder. And then onto the basil. Teaspoon and a half. Teaspoon and a half, okay. And then our crushed red pepper flakes. Like I said, whatever. I've seen it. Okay. Start our meatball over here. If you look, you can see some of the onions are starting to turn a little translucent here. Although, I'm going to be honest, I think the carrots probably should have been smaller. So this may have to cook a little bit longer. It's okay. Okay. And a half a cup of Parmesan. Where did I put my, there's my Parmesan. Okay. And I said fine grated. Since we're getting to the end of what we have to put in the meatballs, I'm going to move over the camera. Like I said, that mirror pause is going to take a while. I also want to make sure I have charge. And this is my charging station. So anyways, how's everybody doing? Tell you what, let's talk about animals. How many of you have pets? I would like to hear about your pets. It makes me happy. Maybe I can show you my dedication we have for our old animal. I know you have a pet, Torby. I hear him and he's cute. Corgi. Why are you grating the meat? Not meat. This is Parmesan. Parmesan. Yeah, I think you derped a little bit if you think this is meat. Just clearing off the top. Yeah, your corgi is fucking adorable. I hear him all the time. See that now? Okay. But yeah, I used to have a Siberian Husky named Ice. So we used to see him on stream. Unfortunately, he passed away last year. I think March. Hard to keep track when you don't want to think about it. But he passed away. May 1st. So it hasn't been as long as I thought. But yeah, we had to let him go. He started having liver issues. So. Domino, yeah. But yeah, when we had to put him down, we went ahead and took all of his stuff and took it to this animal shelter that I am trying to raise money for. And it's one that I want to do more volunteering with. There you go. It's one that I want to do more volunteering with, but of course, COVID being what it is, it's really fucking hard to be able to jump in and do any of that. So here's hoping soon that can get done and I can find the time to actually go over there. When I was growing up, I actually was a vet assistant for a while. And funnily, Wolf, who's here in the chat, his dad is on the veterinary board for Kansas. So he grew up kind of working in a vet clinic as well. So we kind of have similar upbringings in that way. But I have always loved animals. At one point I looked into becoming a vet, but realized I couldn't do it. because unfortunately I'm just not able, former board member, okay. But I'm not able to do the whole putting them down. Like, I get it's for the best, but couldn't do it, so. Yeah, let's hear about animals. I know about Torvy's animal. Actually, what is your dog's name? I forget his name. He had his own practice for 35 years. Yeah. Is that Arcos? Oh, that's fucking adorable. I actually like that name. Wait, what is that from? The name seems familiar. What am I missing? What is that from? Putting a quarter cup of breadcrumbs in here. I assume that's from something because it sounds like it. P.S. A quarter cup of breadcrumbs is also 4 tablespoons. Alright. Okay, so we've got pork, lamb, ground round, spinach, cheese, egg, basil, parsley, garlic powder, salt, red pepper flakes, and a quarter cup of breadcrumbs in here. Alright, so we're going to mix this up. Where's that name from? I swear I've heard that before. One of my friends has a corgi named Ein because of Cowboy Bebop. My sumo cat Buddy. Yeah, I do remember Buddy. Buddy was great. I also actually, funnily enough, used to have a ferret. We've talked about, I think, a little bit before. Puck. Wasn't from something originally, but found out it's from a ship. Okay, yep, that's, alright, that's where I've heard that term. So originally you just liked the word. It's awesome. We did not name Ice, actually. Ice came to us as a rescue. He was a year old when we got him. So I did not name him. Actually, the only dog I have named in my entire life was my dog called Rugby, who was a mutt who ended up getting stolen from my family. No, wait, I also named our cat Tobias, which was based off of the Animorphs book series, because Tobias was the best character in the entire Animorphs book series. Yes, I named him when I was an adult. No, I don't care. Alright, so I'm just mixing here. P.S. 3 different meats is a weird texture in your hands. Yeah, Torvy has an adorable puppers, and if he ever streams again, sometimes you can hear him in the background. And then other adorable animal news. My wifey Carrie has adorable kitties. Zenny, who is the most photogenic cat I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, I'm calling you out on not streaming. Anyway, Zenny, who is so fucking photogenic. He's a bit shy, but he likes me when it's me and Carrie. Otherwise, he's a bit shy. And then Zombie, who's an absolute asshole, who I fucking love. I guess I could say torturing, but I don't really torture him. We go back and forth. So, this is our meatball mixture. Okay. So he's saying to weigh them. So we're going to go with the Alton Brown method. I actually have a scale. So I have my dirty hand. Haha. If you guys don't know, like with breading techniques and such, there's a method where you keep one hand dirty and the other one clean. So this is my dirty hand because it's the only one that's touched the meat. So what I'm going to do, my clean hand here, we're going to see if I can one-hand this. I'm going to attempt to plastic wrap my scale so that we can weigh out our meatballs and actually have them correct. Let's see if this works. Because one-handed cutting plastic wrap is not easy. But I did it. Hand never touched it. All right. So in a separate bowl, I'm supposed to put the last quarter cup of breadcrumbs. God, why can I still fucking taste celery? Jesus. The flavor that won't quit. Blech. All right. Okay, so I am going to try to raise up here. I have been forever tainted. I have. You are correct. Okay. One-handed. I'm just going to use this one to hold here. Process. That I'm going through. I think, yeah, that should work. And then once again, we're putting it on this egg carton. For note, the egg carton is cardboard, if you can't tell. Do not use one that is styrofoam. Hopefully that goes without saying. Okay, so weigh into 1.5 ounce portions. Okay. Ounce, cool. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure my plastic wrap is on there. Okay. Now we're going for 1.5. Fuck. I really have been tainted at this point. So we're going for 1.5 ounce portions. It's a little bit too much. Normally I would not be this precise, but since we are doing an homage to Alton, we're going for precise. Okay, you get up there. Look at that. Okay, you know what? We're gonna say that's close enough though. I'm not gonna sit here for 20 minutes trying to get exactly 1.5. Okay? So, shape it into a round, right? That's a nice round meatball there. Rolling it in the breadcrumbs. Ta-da! So I don't know how everybody else's week was, but mine was an interesting one. I did tell this on, I think, Carrie's stream. So my job got bought out, and I wasn't sure if I would have a job at the end of the week. Okay, 1.52, that's good enough. Magic meatballs, yep. Anyway, so I wasn't sure I would have a job at the end of the week, because they said, hey, Thursday we're going to tell all of you exactly when your last day is. A bunch of people on my team, like I'm not going to name names or anything, but basically a bunch of people on my team got a end date. Next. And thankfully, when it came to mine, they said, hey, you know how we said that this whole process is going to take 18 months? Yeah, you're here for the whole thing. Potentially, you're here for longer. Hey, Blue, how are you doing? Cabby, you really love Shinpai's emotes, don't you? Okay. Oh, man, that's almost perfect. You know, we're going to try to go for perfect here. Can I do? That's not perfect. Fuck it. Yeah, so they decided that they're going to keep me for the extent of the 18 months. And that potentially I get hired and moved to the new company that has merged with us. Sleepy gal. Oh, did you not sleep well? Okay. So we got 3, so you guys know. Thank Jesus for it. Yeah, I thought, because the merger date was May 1st, which meant I could have been let go as soon as that. They decided instead that they want to keep me and potentially move me, so that's pretty great. Although there's like this bittersweetness, which I shouldn't say this, because I know there's a lot of people looking for jobs and stuff, and I'm thankful to have one. You know, in everything that's going on. I get that, but at the same time, there's a part of me going, wait, I haven't taken a break from having a job in a long time. It's been like 8 years. I could take a month off and I could do all this stuff. Oh, you want to keep me? Yay. There's like this bittersweetness, which, once again, not complaining that I have a job. Like, that's fucked up with everybody going through everything that they're going through. But I was just like, am I able to think? That's the mood, right? Where's Zwei team poaches me? I already work for Zwei Hunter. Actually, I've been lately building monsters. So we have a Patreon for Zwei Hunter, and if you join it, you get like a monster of the month. We give you like a new monster that we've created, and I'm actually on that team now. So I do that, as well as working on Twitch content. So. And the thing is, there's only one person that's actually like works for Zwei Hunter, and that's Dan. Like, the rest of us are subcontracted at best. So it's not like that's a paycheck there. Alright. So if I was to try to do that, not like I think you would think it is. Let's get our veggies going and stir everything real quick in between meatball batches. Don't want anything to burn. But yeah, much as I would love to work full-time for a role-playing company, there's not a lot of money in it, funnily. Actually, I thought about trying to go work for not for profit after this job, but maybe we'll see in like a year and a half. Can't wait to stream again. Oh, nice. Nice. Hope everything goes well. Let's try this again. Okay. Good enough. But nice. I hope everything goes well. I hope your application is received well. Yeah, and I'm really lucky because I'm supposed to hang out with some friends. We do like a once-a-year meetup, and all of us like are trying to wait for our COVID and stuff, and then after that we're gonna try to meet up and go to a cabin in the middle of the woods. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna be able to do that if I don't have a job. So yay, still can do that. That's right. Let's be fucking positive. There's too much shit to be negative about. Cabin's still on. Yeah. Cabin is still on. It's a bit too much there. Still a little too much. But yeah, I'm looking forward to chilling in the middle of nowhere. It'll knock you on your ass. I've heard that from some people. I've also heard that it's like the first shot you're fine, the second shot is where you actually get like kind of, you know. So we'll see. I still have a little bit. I am considered a essential worker because working in IT, but not a medical essential worker. Like, I'm not a frontline. To be honest, I don't think I'm an essential worker. I just know that because I am part of the infrastructure of making my company actually continue to be able to work, they consider me essential. So, I'm technically in that category. I think that the elderly and those who have compromised immunosystems should go far before me, though. Far before me on it. So that too, it depends on the person. Yeah, well, and I mean, that's the same with like the flu shot, right? Like, there's people who basically get the flu from the flu shot, and then there's people who it doesn't affect. Me, my arm gets a little sore. That's it. like from a flu shot. Thankfully. Like I've never, sometimes I feel kind of tired. Considered essential as well for some stupid reason. Well, I mean, but you do security. Like you're making sure that nobody breaks into a place. I guess that's essential, right? So we're almost to 12 meatballs, which means a obviously full egg carton. You're in security, but willing to wait your turn. Oh, I didn't know you do security too, Blue. Yeah, my friend Ogre there, he does it as well. Clear something, yeah. Yeah, if you're somebody who has like health issues or whatever, I definitely think you should look into it. Like I'm willing because I want people to get herd immunity as soon as possible, you know? Especially because there's so many people that just don't pay attention to it and don't care and don't mask and all that. So, I still have meat left, obviously. But I have my egg carton. So the question is, do I continue? I think we're going to throw this in the oven. Let's wash my hands here. Okay. Liver doctor. That's awesome. I wish I had a good one. Mini meatloaf. I might do a mini meatloaf with it. But we're going to set it aside for now. Also, there's a very good chance you're going to have to come over to my house and take some of this fucking food. Anyway. Clean that up. Alright. So, our egg carton. I'm going to go ahead and cut the excess pieces off because obviously I don't need this sitting in the oven. Probably could have done this before the meatballs were in there, but that's okay. But I'm also going to keep my meatball mixture because in case these don't work in here or catch fire. Speaking of which. I'm just gonna, as Alton Brown puts it, the only unitasker to have in your kitchen. Our sauce has reduced down quite a bit, so I'm gonna take that off the heat real quick. We're gonna throw this on a pan. All right, guys, pray with me. Whatever. Dear Nurgle, please don't catch my kitchen on fire. Alright. You don't think it's going to be good? See, that's the thing. Supposedly it won't catch fire because of the fat that renders out. So we're going to try it. So, 20 minutes. Also, the temperature that cardboard burns at is 425. My oven is at 400. We'll see. Hey Google, set timer for 20 minutes. Into the recycling with the rest of that. All right. Let's hope, guys. Like I said, I've never done this recipe before. I am trusting my favorite, Alton Brown. Yes, Google did indeed set my timer. You want to see? Look. It's backward. Y'all welcome. All of you. 20 minutes. Well, we'll celebrate at the end of it. Okay. Now we are going to add tomatoes and capers to this. I will go ahead and show you. It did get a little caramelized, but I'm okay with this. This is our mirepoix. Like I said, I had a feeling that somewhat this is going to happen because the onion or the carrots were not uniformly cut. Well, they were uniform, but they're not. I always feel like you should cut carrots smaller when working in a mirepoix. So, a little bit of caramelization, but that's okay. Nobody got mad for a little bit of caramel. So, that's smart. No. No. All right, add the tomatoes. See, there's so much liquid, but that's okay. Tomatoes to that. And capers. So capers, one of my favorite things in the world. It's supposed to do 3 tablespoons of these, and they need to be rinsed. So capers are incredibly salty because they're pickled. I think they're pickled peppercorns, if I remember right. So I'm going to get my 3 tablespoons of these together. I personally love capers. I know there's people that don't, because they are, like I said, pickled, and I know there's people that do not care for pickling. That's okay. As I say about celery, you're allowed to be wrong. Anyways, so there is our capers. I'm actually going to go ahead and do some extra. Quite the whole of 3 tablespoons there, because the brine getting in the way. So yeah, I'm just rinsing the salty brine. Those are capers, if you've never seen them. The onion said it. Of course the onion said that. Capers are about dead. Hey Google, add capers to my shopping list.
Sure, I added capers.
You guys are welcome. Holy crap, it let me use the word add. Sorry, for the longest time, like you might have seen last stream, me playing around with it. Google usually won't let me use that word. Weird. No, I shall not. Okay, so we're going to broil this for 15 to 20 minutes, stirring every 5 minutes. All right, so let's get this stirred up. So, if you guys have never seen me do this, I can pull the silicone pad off of this particular pan, and it can go into the oven like that. So, actually, this is my dual oven, by the way, if you've also never seen that. I have 2 ovens instead of 1. Let me move my rack up close to my broiler. We're going to broil these veggies. Broil. Start. Alright. Now we got nothing to see over here, folks. Alright. So let's clean up a little bit. By the way, yes. Grocery list. Nice. Love you too, Blue. By the way, Jesus Christ, you screwed over Carrie so bad the other day. I hope you're having a good time. That was insane. You died, literally died. I'm glad you had a good time. That was just, I was just like, Jesus. Carrie's gonna die. Carrie's gonna die hardcore. If you guys haven't seen, Carrie actually has this new thing called, well, the name makes me laugh, Dixper. But it's basically this program that, it's kind of like Streamlabs cards, but you can't control what it does. So it'll just flip your screen while you're playing. So you can pay to basically screw her over. Like, it'll cut off parts of the screen so that she can no longer see it, or things like that. Like, obviously, a cooking stream, I don't really have a way to be able to do anything like that. But, yeah, it's pretty fucking funny. Especially because she was drunk. So. And the price is about the same as Streamlabs cards. I think a little more expensive because you get like a discount, a higher discount when you buy more. But it's funny as hell. Anybody who plays like DVD, I don't know what all games. I know DVD and Phasmo are on there. But anybody who plays those games. P.S. I'm using my old knives. Can you tell? Anybody who plays those games, that is fucking hilarious. And if you stream, it might not be a bad idea. Okay. So this is a French loaf, because like I said, we are making garlic bread. It's starting to feel bad. Ah. If you were having a good time. Kara's drunk, she didn't care. I was just like, I can't play a card. Blue is playing cards so often. Okay. We are going to melt a stick and a half of butter. But yeah, the only thing was like I'd come out, because most of the time, you know, I ended up getting slugged with her. I don't know why, but I would get slugged with her a lot during that match. But like the couple times I would come out, I'd be like, I'm gonna play a card. It's already been played. Which is fine, but it was just like, aw. DVD is getting so bad. It really is. To be honest, like, were you doing worse than the fucking servers have been doing lately? I don't know if you were. Like, I love DVD. I love the devs. Hell yes, Jeff is one of my favorite people. He doesn't work on the stuff that obviously they're having issues with, but like, you know, he still gets it because he works for behavior. But like, yeah, there is definitely some problems going on. I'm back and eating lunch. Why you want to snuggle? I think Blue's having trouble evening right now. Like, can't even. So I'm just cutting down my butter so it'll melt quicker and more uniformly. This is one stick. This literally takes 2 sticks, or a stick and a half, by the way, of butter for this garlic bread. So this is crazy. There you go, show some love. It's Friendship Day, after all. P.S. You guys didn't know that. I know it's in Finland. I don't know about other countries, but Finland most definitely celebrates Friendship Day. Because man rockets hin hin. P.S. if you guys ever hear me saying that, that means my love hin hin. But she celebrates it, and I prefer it. Okay, so we do need garlic for this. So I'm going to go ahead and get my garlic. Bread. It still tastes like celery. Why? Why does everything have to still taste like celery? I can feel it. I don't know if you guys have ever done this, but like, I can't swallow pills. Like, I just can't do pills. I don't know why. They get stuck in my throat. It feels like it's stuck in my throat like pills would be. So we're going to just get some of our garlic ready here. it says 4 cloves, but who actually follows that? I mean, honestly. Yes, garlic. Once again, if you guys didn't know, if you weren't here for the beginning or whatever, or just because I'm trying to still shill the hell out of it, it is a charity stream today. I'm trying to get to $250 for the animal shelter that is near me. It's a no-kill shelter. They are amazing. Man, for Valentine's Day, they did this thing, and it was so, like, so tempting, where basically they bring a puppy to your house, and you get to snuggle with it for whatever period of time you buy. I debated it so hardcore. It's like, wait, I can just, they bring me puppy snuggles? Like, can I please? Unfortunately, it was like $100 for 15 minutes, and I was like, I wanna. If they do it again, like, I may just have to do it. Like, you bring me a puppy, I get to hug it for 15 minutes, and you get money to help out other animals? Why? Why would I not do this? That would have been so great. I don't know, there's still a part of me, like, because I'm one of the few who has not had COVID, it seems like. So there's a part of me that's like, no, you need to stay separated. You know, you're staying somewhat healthy. You gotta stay away from people. It's like, but dog. My neighbors all have dogs, and I want so bad to pet every single one of them, and I can't. It's like the worst thing ever. Hey, Mike, could you stop getting in my way? Thanks. So, yeah, I'll be doing the giveaway here shortly. Just want to make sure everything is in place and ready. And as I said before, that giveaway will be for, I'm not just doing one, because just in case you already have one of them, I guess unless you're Torvi or something similar, who has every game known to man. I'm going to be doing a giveaway for either Cooking Simulator or Overcooked. If you win the giveaway, you can choose. Like I said also, if we somehow manage to get up high, if you look at my reward tiers there, would you like to snuggle a chicken? I don't know. I've never snuggled a chicken. Anyway. But as far as the other reward tiers go, I do have one for me doing a chef stream. Like, I would dress up as a chef and do a cooking stream, which would be Overcooked with everybody. I would do a Swift with that. No, it's a Survive with Friends, but you get my drift. Do a community day with that. We'd all play Overcooked together. And if I ever add Taco to that game, I know exactly what will happen, which is that he will randomly throw every piece of meat at you. They're so soft. They purr when they're happy. Huh. Yeah, I can't say I ever really worked with birds. The vet clinic. Did work with horses, not birds. I will say a lot of people, maybe it was just back then or whatever, but a lot of people were just like, oh, it's a chicken. It's not worth the investment that it would cost to, like, take it to a vet or anything, you know? Hey, Rue. So maybe that's why I didn't really see chickens that often, but I don't recall seeing chickens very much at the vet clinic. And I did live in a rural town, like, but you'd see horses, you'd see cows, things like that, but not chickens very often. See that, or maybe everybody just knew how to care for their chickens, so they never brought them in. Either way. So normally I would have just grabbed out my garlic, but since we had time, I figured this would be a good time filler here while I'm waiting on things. How are you doing, Rue? Did you hear chickens and is that why you came back? It makes you happy to take them to vet clinic. Like I said, it just wasn't very common. Maybe that's why you get a lot of questions. Maybe it's still not that common. Yeah, it's funny because we had like a huge like 4-H community and stuff. So I'm not sure why we didn't, unless, like I said, they just knew. Or maybe there was just a vet clinic that knew more about chickens in general. I don't know. Okay, our butter is melted, so I'm going to drop that down. That said, we needed to stir the veggies every couple minutes. So I'm going to stir our mirepoix mixture here. Smells delicious. All right. Back into the oven it goes. I'm also gonna, real quickly, well, the cardboard hasn't caught on fire yet. No, Rue being an expert about chickens. Never. I would never believe that. Alright. I think our garlic is good here. So here in a second, I may step away over to my other computer. I wish I could do it from here, but I can't. So that I can do the giveaway on the game. Alright. Butter is melted, so let's get the garlic into said butter. There's our empty cutting board. Okay, it'll take about 3 minutes, it says. So let's clean our knife. I'm thinking one of these streams I want to do pancake art and have you guys also donate for that one. Maybe once a month. Might do a donation stream, you know? Okay. For this month, we're doing this. Like, I wanted to do that before with gaming. But once a month, just do a donation stream for whatever. Maybe I'll do pancake art next time, and you donate so much, and I will make you a pancake art. Oh, Oprah's favorite thing, 6-pack of Miller. I mean, that's a horrible beer. Home treatment. Yeah, I kind of assumed. Okay, so we're in the middle of everything. So right now, I'm going to get a giveaway started. Actually, that was our meatballs. They don't look done to me. So we're going to flip them. And I saw somebody say flip them and then cook them for a couple more minutes. So. But as you can, here, let me show you guys actually. Definitely not on fire. Can I flip them? I'm just going to flip them over so that the bottoms get a chance to get crispy as well. We're going to give them a couple more minutes. You know, it is true though. So the whole reason that you're supposed to do this is so that, because it is rolled in breadcrumbs, right? so that the bottoms don't, or so that they don't get like mushy. And the top is definitely not mushy, and the bottom, like under the carton, has all the fat, like all the fat's drained into it. So I'll show you guys once they're done. Just trying to flip them over without burning myself too much. Although I'm not gonna lie, sitting in front of this 400-degree oven actually feels kind of good. Get these all flipped over. There we go. Okay, they're gonna go back in for, like I said, a couple minutes. While we do that, I am going to get my giveaway set up, so I will be right back. That's a horrible one. Back to the starting screen. Alright guys, so I think I've got the giveaway started. Does somebody want to type the word celery in chat? Let's see if it comes up. So Celery. Alright, let me see if it entered you real quick. There we go. Alright, cool. Okay, so it is entering you. If you'd like to be entered for the giveaway, please type in the word celery. Okay. Pop up. It's not quite celery, but I like it. Apparently I don't have an edit or a giveaway. That's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and add that command real quick. I love programming while I'm trying to cook. I must have deleted my old giveaway command. There you go. Oh, thank you for the host, Blue. I didn't even see that. So. Alright, like I said, if you guys want to be eligible, I'm going to give it a couple minutes and such for that to permeate. But if you'd like to be eligible for the giveaway, please put in the word celery, because it is my bane. Like I said, that will put you in for a giveaway of either Overcooked or Cooking Simulator. So we've got our garlic bread going. We've got our meatballs finishing up. I've got to stir our sauce. I'm gonna bring you guys over so you can see the sauce real quick. So this is it right now. Go ahead and stir it. This is our Mirepoix Plus. And this is our reduced base and our garlic butter. We're going to sit with the garlic butter for a second while I put everything back. Yeah. Can't see it, but there is most definitely garlic inside of that butter. We're waiting for it to get golden. Now, our next thing we're going to do is go ahead and get some water going so we can get pasta. I was debating making pasta today, but that did not happen because I don't have a pasta maker for my KitchenAid, and I was not going to order one while I didn't know what was going on with my job. So, because I'm not gonna lie, I have spent quite a bit of money on this stream. Bought new cameras, bought new mic pack, you know, bought a few things to try to improve this stream. So I'm like, I should probably wait, considering I have the stuff I need to be able to continue streaming. No need to make pasta. I did buy good quality pasta. I bought like imported good pasta, but because this is Debari. It's not one I've ever tried. I don't even know if it's any good. But who cares, right? It's supposed to be like the worst meal for a date. So if it turns out bad, we can just say it was a bad date, right? Kind of doubt it's going to turn out bad, though. Maybe just because I love Alton Brown, but I think it'll turn out okay. Alright, our meatballs are about done in there. Like I said, we're just giving it a couple extra minutes. Okay, so for the garlic bread, I want the butter to turn golden. So browned. Okay. Okay, and we're supposed to preheat our oven. So our veggies are done down below, by the way. So then I'm going to preheat my bottom oven for 450. Thank God I have two ovens. Right? Hey, how are you doing? Nice to see you guys. Oh, Hollow Knight. Oh yeah, you finished the other side. How was it? How was Hollow Knight too? I love Hollow Knight. Just burnt myself. It's fine. Yeah, I'll be okay. Alright, so anyway. Got distracted. Nice. Alright, so roasting pan is out. Place the pan over 2 burners on the stove. Add white wine. I always do that too. I pull that thing out of the oven and forget. Anyway, it's fine. Other side was good, but it starts to get a little simple. I could see that. I'm really glad I have quick reactions to be able to get away from that pan. Oh, you love Holland? Yeah, there is supposed to be a sequel, isn't there? Hi, Andy. How are you doing? Welcome into everyone. Just so you know, we're doing a charity stream today. The charity that we are actually benefiting. If you do ! charity, you can look it up. But it's the Greater Plains ASPCA. Or SPCA, not ASPCA. And they help take in animals. It's a no-kill animal shelter. Okay, so we need white wine to the tomatoes and cook for 2 to 5 minutes. Alright, so the white wine I have right here. How much white wine? Half a cup. Okay. Okay, so I'm just deglazing here. Some of our white wine. Happy Valentine's Day. Thanks. We're going with Friends Day. Fuck Valentine's Day. Alright. So I've added that. I think I'm supposed to add the tomato paste, but it doesn't say so. No, add after. Okay, cook 2 to 3 minutes with the white wine. Alright, so let's flip you guys over to our mirepoix here. Okay. Just so I can save myself the hassle of potentially burning my hand again, we're going to go ahead and put our silicone back on. So there we go. We're going to let this reduce for a little bit. So how are you doing, Indy? How's everything going? Yeah, it hurt a little bit. Okay. Check my butter again. Alright, I'm going to pull my meatballs out now. Show those off. So that's them. They definitely look interesting. And I can't say I would have ever thought on my own to use an egg carton, but that's why I follow Alton Brown. Move that to the side. It's not a forever alone day, it's friendship day. And I'm good. I'm good. Alright, so our meatballs are doing well here. Our bread is cut in half. And we're going to get out a pan to put that on. So I've got my pan here. See, my garlic butter is just not going like I want it to. Forever alone day. Although that's not what I used to hear it called. I used to hear it called Singles Awareness Day. That's what we used to call it in high school. Which is just a fetus. Come on now. If you wish to be with somebody, you will be with someone. You will find them, and they will find you. And it will be amazing. Because you are too good of a person to be forever alone. Oh, they're saying to cut it every 2 inches at interval. We're not going to go through all that. Alright, so all we're doing is putting garlic butter on here. We're going to stir everything else. Alright, I'm going to move my meatballs here. Hey, Canny. How are you doing? Good to see you. All right, so we're putting our thickened tomato paste in. So this is our sauce at this point. Turn off the heat here. Oh, that's good. That was very good. Oh, you're rating. Hi. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Squiff. I am cooking for you today. I'm doing a charity stream. I'm actually making spaghetti and meatballs, which is unequivocally supposed to be the worst meal you can take to a date, or that you can order on a date. But it's nice to see all of you. Hi. What were you doing there, Candy? Were you drawing or were you playing? Let me get a shout out for you. Dead by Daylight. Nice. Killer or Survivor? Also, how were your servers? Because I've had some interesting times lately with servers. Putting a little bit of olive oil into our water. And then some salt, so that we are salting the pasta before we throw it in. Killer, nice. And who were you playing as Killer? Or were you just all over? Servers are weird, I hope they fix that. Yeah. I hope they fix it as well. But DVD. That seems kind of accurate right now. Alright, so. Well, these are interesting. These spaghetti noodles are folded in half. Look at this. Like a hook. Anyway. Do you need to ask me? Maybe you were switching stuff up. I don't know. I never know. You know, occasionally, like, you'll see Lefty play Clown when he's against me, Carrie. So maybe you were just trying to, you know, go for something different. I don't know. It's good to see you. Welcome in, everybody. In case you didn't know, our charity for today is Greater Plains ASPCA. Keep doing that, SPCA. They are a no-kill animal shelter that I am gathering donations to give to them in lieu of Friends Day. It's fuck Valentine's Day. Okay. And then we are going to blend this sauce. Once I get it to a consistency I like. We're also going to finish up our garlic bread. We played one round as nurse. Nice. I love running a nurse. You get like not a great nurse, but like a good nurse. It's so much fun to run them. Okay. All right, we're going to go ahead and get our garlic butter. So this is our garlic butter. We are going to spread that across our bread, and then just toast our bread for a bit. So it says to make sure you use all of your garlic butter. Well, duh. Like, why would I waste this? All right. Alright, so we're just gonna pour it all over there. And I will show you guys this before I throw it in the oven. So this is our fully saturated garlic bread. Going into a 450 degree Fahrenheit oven. So it'll take 10 minutes. Hey Google, set timer for 10 minutes. What about potato nurse? Sometimes that's fun too. But I love a nurse that can turn and corner and you have to think and play against. Like, I think that's the most fun. That is my absolute favorite to run of all things. So, okay. We've got our sauce here. You guys probably can't see it very well. We've got our pasta boiling over here. Maybe I can move us over to the pasta station here. Drag our sauce in here and maybe play around with this a little bit. See if I can balance it. There you go. But yeah, I don't mind a not as great nurse. No. Don't mind it at all. But like being able to turn, although servers the way they are right now, it's not the best. You were able to do a good add-on or good blinks without the blink point. Yeah, that add-on is definitely a savior for most nurses. I know that. Okay, so I'm just grating up some Parmesan here. It's going to go on top of the garlic bread, and I'm probably going to use a little bit of it as well for my spaghetti. So, Piggy's still best killer. I don't mind Piggy so long as you don't camp. It's camping Piggies. You hate them for removing it? Yeah. I know a lot of nurses use that one. And I would have too if I was a nurse, to be honest. Indy, I love Piggy. Like I said, just don't camp the boxes. That's all I ask. Don't camp them. Put the trap on my head. That's fine. It's fine. Just don't sit there and wait. Best one. I love playing against Trapper. Trapper's a lot of fun. Piggy can be fun though. Piggy can definitely be fun. If the person does not camp. It's just the problem is I keep getting camping piggies. Like I keep getting piggies that are like, no, I'm just going to sit here. No, it's fine. And I'm like, could you not? Like, can I please get this off of my head? No, you're good. Just stirring my spaghetti here. Like one or two and got stuck to the bottom. I might have put a little too much spaghetti in there. That's fine. Okay, so we got 6 minutes left on the garlic bread. So let's get our plating up together. By the way, exclamation point giveaway. If you are interested, I am doing a giveaway because we did hit $100 on our charity. What am I doing? Anyway, so if you would like to be entered for the giveaway, please jump in. I'm going to go drop it here in a second. Thank you, Torby. But yeah, I will be doing the giveaway here in a couple minutes. And that will be for a copy of either Cooking Simulator or Overcooked, which I will send you on Steam. Close all this up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and blend our tomato sauce. No, I don't. However, celery is the reason that I got to the $150. P.S. I was an idiot, and I promised that if you donate $50, I will eat a piece of celery, which is the absolute worst thing in the world to eat. So, if you would like to see me suffer, but you would also like to help animals, you can do a $50 donation. You also get what I personally think is the greatest alert ever, which is Mr. Boobs. Mr. Bubs will trigger at 25, by the way, as well. So, if you want to see Mr. Bubs, but you're not all in for the 50, you can get him at 25. Tomato is far worse than celery. I do not agree whatsoever with that statement. Not at all. I think you are incorrect, but that's fine. As I say, it's perfectly fine if you wish to be wrong. Okay. The garlic bread's looking good. Go ahead and close off that. Give another stir to our pasta here. Okay. Tomato. All right. So let's get this over here. We are going to do a blend. There we go. Get our marinara sauce, or it's actually just a tomato sauce is what he calls it. I don't know what the difference would be that would make it a marinara versus a tomato sauce, but we're going to blend this down. Let's try to make sure I get it all in the pot here. Tomato herbs. Ah! Sorry guys, the cord for my Ninja was like, I'm gonna get in the way. Alright, so I am going to turn down my audio because this is loud. Alright, and back. So, if anyone wants to see, that is now the consistency of our sauce. Now, pull my blade out here. So at this time, I have our sauce. We've got our meatballs cooked in an egg carton. Still strange. Working on my pasta, and my bread should be, my bread's like 2 minutes from done. Let's see how my pasta is. Perfect. Okay. So now we have our pasta sitting aside. So, for our recipes, we have our tomato sauce into the recycling bin with you. The baked meatballs. And lastly, finishing the garlic bread. Now it says until brown. So let me check and make sure it's not brown already. Actually, it is. So we can go ahead and pull that. And then we are going to top this with some Parmesan. So, let's get all of our stuff together here. On occasion, I like to set my alarm off. I've told people this before. It got far more sensitive when I put in an inline one. So now it's like, oh, it's hot in here. So if my house actually gets hot, it decides to go off. So that's fun when you cook. Fire alarm, yay! Right? Anyways, garlic bread. Yes, cheesy garlic bread. So we've got our fresh Parmesan here. Hopefully you guys can watch it melt on the hot bread. Yeah, fire alarm. I always love it. It makes it sound like I don't know what I'm doing. As you guys can see, there's not smoke in here. I don't think there's smoke in here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and cut the garlic bread down. I think that's a pretty piece of garlic bread for us to put with our plating. So let's get to our plating. Who did that? I had my colander under my measuring cup, so that was fun. All right. Drain my pasta real quick. All right, so we're just going to get some pasta in a bowl. None of that fancy crap where you do the fork twirl or anything. Because I didn't make this pasta, so I'm not trying to show it off. So, there we go. We've got some spaghetti. And let's get our meatballs here. All right. So I think three. Three is my favorite number, coincidentally. But I think 3 of them wouldn't look remiss. Looks the same. All right. Then let's get a spoon here for our sauce. I want most of it to not be on the tomato or on the meatballs, but I want a little bit. So you can see how crispy they are. Right. And then, of course, some cheese. And last but not least, let's get some parsley over here. I'm going to get my scissors. There they are. You were knocking stuff out of my cabinet, obviously, thank you. So, I think that looks pretty good. 2.5 hours, and we made. Let's see if I can get this to show the bowl a little bit prettier. It was not you. All right. So 2.5 hours, and we made meatballs in a egg carton with homemade sauce and garlic bread. Ta-da! Let's see, will the flash help? There you go. All right, guys. Like I said, I've never tried these meatballs, so maybe I should try one. You're being a bit sus. By the way, if you guys were curious, this is what the underside of the tray looks like. You see how it's actually absorbed the oil? So yeah. But there is our meatballs and marinara. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, we're coming to our end of our stream. We didn't quite get to the 250. That's fine. Like I said, I'm gonna get that 250, I think, because I am willing to do that for the animals. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this stream. I don't know of anything else to do at this point. Looks like our horrible date food is done. And it's supposed to be messy as hell. I don't think it's gonna be. But supposedly it's the worst thing to eat on a date. So let's try one of the meatballs though real quick. Okay, that's lamb, but that's really good. I would definitely suggest trying this recipe out. Creme brulee. I already did creme brulee before. Try a little bit of sauce here. And there we go. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for the donations. Tori V. Small, thank you guys so much. I will make sure that it gets to the correct places. Let me go ahead and take a look. Let's see who we can possibly raid here. And I'm going to do the giveaway. All right. So, congrats, Blue. I will contact you, see which one you'd prefer to have, whether it was Overcooked or Cooking Simulator. And if you got both of those, maybe we can discuss something else. But we will go ahead and go with those for now. Thank you, Canny, for the raid. Thank you for the raid from Perilous. So let's go ahead. Like I said, this is our finished product here. And we're going to go ahead and raid over to one of my good friends. I didn't know she was going to be streaming today, but let's go send some love. So once again, thank you guys so much. Thank you for the $150. I will make sure that that gets to the SPCA. Like I said, I love them. I love their mission and everything. So we will be helping out the animals as much as possible with that one. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming in, for hanging out with me today. It's always so weird to know what the fuck to say at the end of these. But happy Friendship Day. All of you guys mean so much to me, and I hope you know that. So let me go ahead and get you over to my friend Vampire Toy. She is an absolute sweetheart, and I hope you guys will enjoy her. All right. See you guys.